If you have a school which has been identified as among the lowest 5% performing schools in your state, the question you should be asking is whether or not you've begun your assessment and whether or not you have thought about the AASA requirements. And Charles Haichu, he is with us today to talk about what that assessment means.
Yeah. So all schools that are identified as the 5% lowest performing, which will ideally take place between now and the end of the calendar year in December, have to undertake a comprehensive assessment, and then they have to come up with an evidence-based plan to address the issues in that assessment. That plan needs to be in place by the end of this school year, basically June of 2019. It needs to be ready for implementation in the fall of next year. So schools and districts that are identified on that list need to be moving quickly toward that comprehensive assessment so they can put together a comprehensive plan to address the needs in that assessment.
And the key issue, once you've know your school has been identified and you do your assessment, is to know that AASA and Talent Development Secondary are here to help and support you in that process.
Yeah, I think for superintendents, it's often very difficult to keep up with all the evolving research. Talent Development Secondary has been a very strong evidence-based partner in school turnaround, particularly in high poverty context, for the last 20 years. We've joined hands with AASA to make sure that superintendents and principals and their teams have a turnkey evidence-based way to address their 5% lowest performing.
One final thought on this issue of assessment and the responsibilities of superintendents under AASA is that you can't do it alone. I have lived through that as a superintendent. I have gone through the school improvement grant process, and I know that with a good partner that you have a better chance of doing what we believe we all should be doing for kids, which is improving what we do in our schools.
Yeah, I agree more. That's one of the biggest things we've noticed over time is that superintendents and principals also feel very isolated in this work. Often they may be the only or one of the only few in their district that are dealing with these monumental challenges of their schools, and to do it alone is isolating, frustrating, and not efficient. So when we come together across districts, even across states, we're going to glean from everyone's challenges, everyone's progress, and we're going to get better faster.